Have you ever noticed that scrolling for an hour feels easy, but reading 10 pages of a book feels exhausting? Because your brain getting weaker, the things you practice every single day, like every swipe and every new notification, is quietly teaching your brain how to spend its attention. And the scary part is, you don't notice it happening. And one day, you sitting quietly and feel boring, and studying feels harder than before. And even the hobbies you once enjoyed don't feel exciting anymore. Not because there's something wrong with you, but because your brain has been trained to look for constant stimulation. But here's the good news. If your brain can learn those habits, it can learn better ones too. And that's exactly what this video is about. And I'm not going to tell you to quit social media or throw away your phone. Instead, I'm going to show you simple hobbies that naturally make you spend less time scrolling, and hobbies that improve your focus, increase your patience, and boost your creativity, and help you enjoy learning and real life again. Let's start with one of the simplest hobbies on this list. Hobby number 1, walk without phone. When was the last time you went outside without listening to music and without checking notifications? Because for many people that feels uncomfortable. Not because walking is boring, because silence feels unfamiliar. The moment your brain isn't being entertained, then it starts looking for something, like a notification, song, and video, anything to fill the space. But here's the truth. Silence is not your enemy. It's where your mind finally gets a chance to slow down. Have you ever noticed that your best ideas come while taking a shower, looking out of a window, or walking outside? And that's not an accident. It's because your brain finally has some space to think. Because when you're always scrolling, then your brain is busy reacting. But when you walk without your phone, then your brain starts reflecting. It starts noticing things around you. And slowly, your mind feels calmer and more focused. Then your attention starts lasting longer. So the next time you go for a walk, leave your phone behind, even for just 10 minutes. It may feel strange at first, but after a few days, you'll realize something. The silence you were trying to escape was exactly what your mind needed. Hobby number 2, reading fiction. Here's something interesting. Most of the people can watch 3 hours of videos without getting tired, but reading 10 pages of a book feels difficult. Why? Because videos do all the work for your brain. Like, they show you the people, places, the emotions, and everything is already there. So you just watch it. But when you read a book, then your brain has to imagine everything. It creates the pictures and understands the story and connects the ideas. That's why reading feels slower. Not because it's boring, but because your brain is working harder. And that's exactly why reading is so powerful. Because every page you read trains your brain to stay focused, improves your patience, and it strengthens your imagination. And also, it teaches you to stay with one idea instead of jumping to the next one every few seconds. At first, your mind will want to check your phone, and that's normal. But read one more page anyway, then another, because every page you finish, it makes your attention a little stronger. And that is a skill that will help you in every part of your life. Hobby number 3, play chess game. Imagine you're playing a game of chess. You move one piece too quickly. Then a few seconds later, you realize it was the wrong move. Now you're in trouble, and you can't take it back. And that one small decision changed the whole game. Life is often like that. Many of our biggest problems come from small decisions we made without thinking. That's why chess is such a powerful hobby. It teaches you to slow down. Before every move, you stop and think, if I do this, what will happen next? Then you start making better decisions, not just in chess, but in real life too, like before spending money and before giving up on something difficult. Because now you learn to pause before you act. And sometimes that one small pause can change everything, because chess doesn't just make you better at the game, it teaches you patience, and it teaches you to think before you act. And that is a skill that helps you in every part of life. Hobby number 4, strength training. Walk into any gym and you'll notice one thing. Nobody becomes strong in one day because everyone improves the same way, like one workout at a time, one exercise at a time. That's why the gym is about more than building muscles. It's about building discipline, because every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you prove something to yourself. I can do hard things. Then your brain slowly stops making excuses. And that confidence doesn't stay in the gym. It follows you everywhere, like into your studies, into your work, into your daily life. Because real confidence doesn't come from saying, it comes from doing it, because every workout becomes proof that you can keep going. And the more proof you collect, the more you start believing in yourself, because now you are becoming a disciplined person. And that mindset can change every part of your life. Hobby number 5, journaling. Have you ever felt tired, even though you didn't do much all day? Your body feels fine, but your mind feels exhausted. Why? Because your brain is carrying too many thoughts, things you need to do, and mistakes you keep thinking about, and goals you haven't started. And one thought leads to another, and soon your mind feels full. Imagine trying to study while 10 people are talking around you. That's what a busy mind feels like, and this is where journaling helps. So take a notebook, spend just 5 or 10 minutes writing. Write what you're thinking and feeling, and write what you want to do tomorrow. And you don't have to write perfectly. Just get your thoughts out of your head, because when you write them down, then your mind doesn't have to hold on to them anymore. That's why journaling makes you feel calmer, not because your problems disappear, but because your mind finally has some space to breathe. And when your mind becomes clear, then it's much easier to focus and learn. Hobby number 6, learn new language. Think about the last time you learned something completely new, not just watched a video, actually learned it. At first, it probably felt confusing. You forgot words, made mistakes, and had to practice again and again. But most of the people think, maybe I'm just not good at this. But that's not true, because your brain needs time to learn something new. And that's exactly why learning a new language is such a powerful hobby. So every single day, you learn a few new words, and you understand new sentences. And once you understand that, then slowly, your brain stops being afraid of difficult things. Then it becomes more patient, more confident, and more willing to keep going. Hobby number 7, do photography. So take a moment and look around you, not at your phone. Look at the place you're sitting in right now. How many small details have you stopped noticing? The sunlight coming through the window, the smile on someone's face, the little moments that happen every single day. But most of us don't notice these things anymore, not because they aren't there, but because we're always looking at a screen. But photography changes that. The moment you decide to take a picture, you slow down, you stop rushing, and you start paying attention. Instead of thinking, what's next? You start asking, what's special about this moment? And that changes the way you see the world. The more you observe, the more you begin to appreciate the little things. Then, you realize that beautiful moments are always around you. That's why photography is more than taking pictures. It teaches you to be present, to enjoy the moment while you're living it. Hobby number 8, learn cooking. Here's a question. When was the last time you created something? Instead of just consuming it, think about your day. You watch videos, scroll through social media, and listen to podcasts, and your brain spends hours taking in what other people have made. But creating something feels completely different, and cooking is one of the easiest ways to experience that. You start with a few simple ingredients, follow a recipe, learn step by step, and sometimes it turns out great. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay, because every time you cook, you learn something new, and at the end, you've created something with your own hands. That's a feeling scrolling can never give you. After an hour of scrolling, you usually wonder, where did all my time go? But after cooking something, you feel proud, and you think, I'm happy I spent my time doing this. And that's the difference between consuming and creating. Hobby number 9, building projects. Let me ask you something. How much of your day do you spend creating? And how much do you spend consuming? Think about it. You watch videos, then scroll through social media, and listen to podcasts, and there's nothing wrong with those things. But if your whole day is spent only consuming, then it's easy to feel like nothing has changed, because deep down, your brain wants to do more than just watch. It wants to create, and it wants to solve problems, and it wants to build something. That's why starting a small project feels so different. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be a simple blog, or start a YouTube channel, or start small coding project, or do anything you enjoy creating, because the project doesn't have to be perfect. What matters is that you're making something instead of only consuming it, and that changes everything. Because consumers wait for entertainment, creators look for opportunities. The more you create, the less exciting endless scrolling becomes. Hobby number 10, meditation. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to sit quietly for just 5 minutes? No phone, no music, and no videos. Just you and your thoughts. For many people, that feels uncomfortable. Not because being quiet is difficult, but because we've become used to constant distractions. The moment everything becomes silent, then our mind starts jumping from one thought to another. What do I need to do next? Did I reply to that message? Then one thought leads to another. And before you know it, your mind feels busy and restless. This is where meditation helps. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It's about learning not to follow every thought. So the more you practice this, the calmer your mind becomes. Then you stop reacting to every little distraction. Then you become more present, and you feel more in control of your mind. Hobby number 11, do volunteering. When was the last time you helped someone without expecting anything in return? Because most of us spend so much time thinking about ourselves, our goals, our problems, and our future. But we forget something important. We grow faster when we help other people. That's why volunteering is such a powerful habit. You could help at an animal shelter, teach children, and join a community event, or simply help someone who needs support. It doesn't have to be something big. Even a small act of kindness can make a difference. And while you're helping someone else, something changes inside you too. Your problems don't disappear, but they don't feel as heavy anymore because your world becomes bigger than your own worries. That's something social media can never give you, because at the end of the day, people may forget what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Hobby number 12, public speaking. Let's be honest, most of the people are not afraid of speaking. They're afraid of being judged. They keep thinking, what if I forget what I want to say? And what if I make a mistake? And what if people laugh at me? These thoughts feel real. But here's the truth. Most of the people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. And once you understand this, then you stop trying to be perfect and you start being yourself. And that's why public speaking is such a powerful hobby. It's not just about speaking in front of people. It's about learning to trust yourself, because confidence doesn't come before you start. It grows every time you take action. Hobby number 13, gardening. Imagine planting a seed today and checking it tomorrow just to see if it grew. Sounds silly, right? But that's how many people treat their own progress. They study for a few days, then expect amazing results. They exercise for a week, then they wonder why nothing has changed. That's why gardening is such a powerful hobby. It teaches patience. You plant it, then you water it, then you wait for it to grow. Not because nothing is happening, but because the biggest changes take time. And life works the same way. Every time you read, instead of scrolling, you plant a seed. And every time you exercise, you help it grow. And every time you choose learning over distractions, then you invest in your future. Then some days, it won't feel like you're making progress. Keep going anyway, because growth is happening, even when you can't see it. Then one day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. That's the power of small actions, repeated every single day. Now let's go back to where we started. Remember the question I asked at the beginning? Why is it so easy to scroll for an hour, but so hard to read a book for 10 minutes? Now you know the answer. It's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain gets used to what you repeat. And if you spend every free moment scrolling, then your brain starts expecting constant entertainment every single time. But if you spend that time reading, creating, learning, or trying something new, then your brain slowly adapts to that instead. That's why habits are so powerful. They don't just change what you do, they change what feels normal. And over the time, what feels normal becomes who you are. That's really what this video was about. Not just 13 hobbies, but 13 better ways to spend your time. And you don't need to try them all, but start small. Every expert was once a beginner. They just kept showing up, and over the time, they got better. The same will happen to you. You'll check your phone less, focus longer, and enjoy learning again. And feel more present, not because one hobby changed everything overnight, but because one small habit, repeated every single day, quietly changed the direction of your life.